When I switched to pro mileage, in my case, I got 46-47% of savings for that car.
Pro mileage was the only one that gave me 5,000 extra value to cover, yet still cheaper, a lot less.
Alright guys, so here is my blue E39 525i. One last look at this car before I send it away for a month's worth of refurbishment work. Alright, so as I pointed out in an earlier video where we shot it at DK Leather, this car is going in for full interior refurbishment. And you know, once we are at DK Leather, they will take out the seats and you know, rewrap the seats. They'll take out the door cards. So once all those are removed, I'll have this car then towed to the paint shop to have the exterior repainted. I'm going back to the same guy that repainted my Waja, repainted the silver E39, which is PDL Autoworks. And yeah, so estimated, you know, this is going to take me anywhere between a month to 6 weeks, maybe even 2 months. Doesn't matter, no rush to collect the car back. Just want all the people who are working on the car to have well, to be able to take their time and give me their best work possible. All right, so what are the things that's going to be done on the outside? Well, I've ordered replacement grills, okay, for this one is one of the fully blacked out grills, not original. So I'm going to change them back to the original look with the silver outline. So I've ordered that. The headlights, I'm going to have them restored. They're working perfectly, but I'm going to have them restored, have the lenses cleaned up for a more, you know, colorless look. The paint, of course, will have to be redone. Honestly, the camera lens does flatter the paint, but this car's paintwork has seen quite a bit of abuse, to be honest. And this fender, I've been told by the painter that may be too far gone and may need to be replaced. The fenders may need to be replaced because there's, looking at the condition here, right, apparently it says there's probably too much putty in here that, you know, that is, you know, even after you sand it down, right, it may not be worth salvaging this fender. So maybe this fender may need to be replaced. As I think some of all these rubber parts here, as you can see here, these rubber parts, all this may need to be refreshed. All right, you can see here also all these rubber parts here may need to be refreshed. But I'm keeping the same paint color. All right, this color is called Toledo Blue. It's not common in Malaysia. Well, because this car is of an unusual spec. This car was a former embassy vehicle, and the spec of this car is really not something that's common in amongst Malaysian E39s. Now, the car originally came from the factory with the badge delete option. So this 525i badge was added by one of the later owners after the first owner, okay? And I even have, funny thing is, I actually have the receipt for this badge. So I'm looking to go back to the badge delete, removing the badge here, because firstly, the way this eye is put here, saying here, right, this to me has been an eyesore, so I'm gonna have to remove this altogether. A minor change recently I did. If you remember one of my previous videos, I went to the local accessory shop and got a reverse camera, all right, which was stuck here, okay, but that camera had a bit of an aftermarket look, didn't quite like it, so I've changed it to this one, okay, did it myself. But now the problem is that this one, right, this is one that's integrated with the boot lid opener, all right, and now the problem is that the boot lid opener switch doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to have that replaced. The funny thing is, the original boot lid switch that came with the car, the one that I took out, that switch is working. So I'm trying to find a way to move the switch mechanism from the original boot lid opener to this one. Okay, but small thing lah, something that I can do in my DIY process. So now this car, the remote no longer works. So let me just show you the inside again. So fabric seats. Okay, this fabric actually needs a proper cleanup lah, but since they're going to be removed, to be honest, I will miss the fabrics. Okay, I like sitting on fabric seats, but well, it's going for a full restoration, right? So DK Leather is going to give me a full, well, Alpina inspired reupholstering of these seats. So here as well, and the front as well. So yeah, gonna have all these redone, and looking forward to see what's it like in about a month or two time. Okay guys, so fast forward a week, this car has been sitting here in the premises of DK Leather, and they have opened it up. All right, so I'm just going to show you inside now. They've stripped out the door cards. Okay, the seats have been taken out. I'll show you from the back view later. They have taken out the pillars, so they're going to redo the pillars as well. The roof lining, thankfully, of this car is intact, so this does not need to be redone, although it's a common thing. My 520i, I had to redo the roof lining, so this one is still all right. Okay, so the door cards have been stripped out. Dashboard is still in its place. Okay, I'm actually thinking to source for maybe a new set of panels to replace these wooden panels, because you see this one showing signs of cracking. I've also bought a new steering wheel. Later I'm going to send it over for them to recondition the steering wheel. And well, so see here the carpet, these all obviously needs to be cleaned up thoroughly. Okay, maybe I'll bring this back after the respray. I'll bring this back to the car wash and have it cleaned up. So here inside here, these are all the insulation materials, some of the foam here. You see all this also not in the best of shape. Okay, this is age lah over the years. How did this leaf get in here? What the hell? Okay, so they've taken off the seats. Even the parcel shelf has been removed together with the sun blinds. Now check this out. So there's this little, I'm seeing things apart from this car that I would typically, well, not have the chance to see. So this is the seat belt buckle. Okay, this is the middle seat buckle here. Now there's this is where the seats are bolted. Okay, now quite unfortunately, this car, you see the E39, okay, it came at a time where ISOFIX was a cost option. So quite unfortunate that the first owners did not spec ISOFIX mounts for this car, because otherwise the mounts would have been here. Wasted. Alright, and so just to show you, whoa, look at all this. The foam actually, well, it's they all look relatively intact, just that some of these things require a bit of a cleanup job. Now there's that wire there. Why is there a wire there? This car does not have powered seats. Right, never mind that. I'm just going to look at it from the other side. Coming over here. Can I open up? Okay, alright. Okay. So we're gonna bring this up. So I think I'm gonna give the crew, after I take this car to the paint shop, I'm gonna have this properly cleaned up. Alright, before I bring it back here again for fitment of the newly reconditioned seats. All right, so well, that's all the work that DK Leather can do for now. Right now their focus will be to rebuild the seats, to rebuild the pillars, get all the materials ready. All right, in the meantime, I'm going to arrange for this car to be towed over to the paint shop where it will be repainted, and after repaint, I'm going to bring the car back to the car wash to clean the carpets, and we'll be done. and we'll bring the car back here to reinstall all the bits and pieces.
Photo watch, plain Jane.